So this is the new radio I got. Can store 20 model profiles. You can name them. This is your servo steering reverse. That's 6 different channels, you can reverse them. Got your endpoint adjustments for left and right. As well as for throttle. And then of course your other channels. Sub-trim, steering, throttle, and other channels. Dual rate, which also there's a very handy button right on the side here that automatically does your dual rate for you, so you can adjust it on the fly. That just makes your steering sensitivity lower. Sometimes you don't need to turn so sharp on certain tracks. Makes it a lot easier to drive. And then you got your exponential, which can create like instead of a linear 1-to-1 for your steering and your throttle, you can create like a curve. I don't really use exponential much, anything like that I want to adjust, I can do it through my speedo. The steering curve I can't do on the speedo, but I don't really think I'll be getting into that too much. ABS is what it sounds like. It's an anti-lock braking system, and you can adjust how hard the brakes come on, the delay, how quick the how quick you can set in between brake pumps. You can actually hear it poof, 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 poof when the brakes are anti-locking, and you can adjust it so they do that faster or slower. STM, I'm not sure yet what that does. I haven't really played with the anti-lock braking too much because I have brake settings on my speedo that I've already got my brakes dialed in. There's your regular trim, which again also I have a button right here on the side that makes it really nice. One for the throttle as well. So you can adjust your trim on the fly without having to come through all the settings here. Failsafe is really cool because I'll show you. If your signal disconnects, this will set your throttle. It'll have 0% ability, so your car can't go forward or back. The steering is only 9%. So the steering would be pretty much in a straight position. And then you can do it with your other channels as well, Failsafe. Now crawl is a feature I won't be using, but it's really cool. Mode A is front wheel steering. Mode B is rear wheel steering. Mode C is crab walk. I think they call that, and then mode D is your standard 4-wheel steering. And SVC is a really neat feature. There's a gyro in my server that recognizes when my car is going straight, and if my car is suddenly jolted and turns to one side or the other, this gyro, can you hear the server? What it's doing is it's automatically straightening out my wheels. I've got it set really low. Right here, I've turned it up to full blast. Now you'll really see it. That's not the motor just steering shaking loose. Like the wheels are intact with the servo and you can't move it, but if you turn the car, the wheels will automatically try to straighten out. And you can also set it, because if you're going through a corner, you obviously don't want the gyro straightening your wheels when you're trying to make a turn. So you can set the priority. Right now it's 0 priority. I can turn the priority up, and that'll send the priority to the steering and not the gyro straightening. It'll still do it, but less now. And if I turn this all the way up, oop, good. When I turn the wheel, it won't do that anymore. If I turn the priority down to 0, turn the wheel, you can hear it's much stronger again. So if I was to use this function, I would have the priority set very high. On a carpet track, you won't need this. Maybe the only place it would come in handy is, you know, over the little speed whoops, if you happen to get tossed sideways. This will start to straighten you out before you can even see that your car has been turned sideways. The gyro is that powerful and sensitive. But yeah, I usually leave SVC off. Unless I'm on a really loose or bumpy. But yeah, that's the new remote and some of the basic settings. It's pretty cool, especially the gyro feature in the receiver.